Take your time. Remember, your life and others depends on it. Slow down, stay alert, and arrive alive. Because in the race of life, it's not about how fast you get there, but how safely.
This message is brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
From the sugar to the jam to the pigeon peas and coconut milk.
I love JBI products. My favorite product is the ginger tea.
My favorite item would be the peas and coconut milk. For the day, I'm trying out their white cane sugar. I want to say,
I've been buying this now for 5 years. It gives me a good kick in the morning.
Whenever my mommy cooks, she must and will put the JBI corn inside my tuna and rice.
Anytime I make my sky juice, I always use JBI condensed milk. It's really good.
all of the products are exceptional.
Try JBI.
Happy anniversary, JBI.
Happy 30th year anniversary, JBI.
Happy 30th anniversary, JBI.
Thank you, Bahamas.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
Bahamas Power and Light changing its leadership with the appointment of new Chief Executive Officer Tony Seymour. Seymour, the very first Bahamian woman to hold the position in the company's nearly 70-year history, replaces Siobhan Cambridge, who was appointed in 2022. Seymour's appointment touted as one that exemplifies BPL's commitment to advancing women in STEM, reflecting its dedication to fostering a diverse and inclusive leadership team. BPL's new CEO is no stranger to the energy sector, having begun her career in the company's engineering training program, where she rose through the ranks to hold key leadership positions. Her new role includes spearheading efforts to expand solar power integration and overseeing New Providence's power purchase agreements. The Bahamas Electrical Workers Union congratulating Seymour on her new post. President Kyle Wilson wishes Ms. Seymour great success as she not only leads the charge towards a new era of energy, but a new era of industrial relations at BPL. From the Daily Crime Report, suicidal thoughts affecting yet another young person here in the capital. This time, a 20-year-old man who police say ingested over-the-counter medication while at his Seven Hills home Monday evening. The victim was taken to hospital for further medical attention and evaluation. An investigation is underway into an overnight stabbing in Nassau Village. Police were notified shortly before 6 p.m. that a 49-year-old man was stabbed multiple times to his upper body by a man known to him during a physical altercation on Stack Avenue. The cause of the dispute remains unknown. The victim is currently listed in critical condition in hospital. From the courts, 29-year-old Jason Roll, 21-year-old Angelo Hanna, 30-year-old Omar Johnson, and 18-year-old Stefano Ray were charged with armed robbery, along with 19-year-old Alfani Riley, who was charged with receiving. All appeared in a magistrate's court number 4 yesterday. It is alleged that the man used a sharp instrument to rob a group of American missionaries staying in the Gambier Village area last week. Defendants Roll, Hanna, Johnson, and Ray were not required to enter a plea due to the nature of the offense and are all remanded at the Bahamas Department of Corrections. The court granted $5,000 bail with 1 or 2 sureties to defendant Riley, who was also ordered to wear an electronic monitoring device and report to the Nassau Street Police Station every Wednesday and Sunday by 7 p.m. The case has been adjourned to January 20th, 2025 for the service of a voluntary bill of indictment. In a significant move to improve health care access across the Family Islands, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, dispatched a fleet of ambulances to the several islands. Public Hospitals Authority Deputy Managing Director Keely Isaacs noted that this initiative is part of a broader effort to strengthen emergency medical services and ensure that residents on less populated Family Islands receive timely medical care.
These ambulances will provide critical support for our emergency medical services in those communities, ensuring that we are able to respond to healthcare emergencies in the quickest time possible, really overcoming some of the problems that we have had historically.
While additional ambulances will be sent to Cat Island, Long Island, Eleuthera, and San Salvador in the coming weeks, Plans are underway for medical personnel training to ensure they are prepared to handle emergency situations efficiently.
So all of the drivers of emergency vehicles have to be certified. We have on our staff an EVAC certified trainer who will be conducting training for the drivers of the ambulances that will be deployed throughout the Family Islands.
Chances are always possible, and our Corvell Pye from tonight proves this is true. He reports on how 150 young people are being given a shot at theirs.
Many employers have lamented that it is increasingly difficult finding suitable candidates for entry-level jobs. These individuals simply lack basic training skills, thus creating an employment gap. This 4-week soft skills training by the National Training Agency is intended to reverse this alarming trend and give this latest group of 150 cohorts a chance at reaching their truest potential.
We give them a second chance. A lot of them, some of them, maybe they didn't do good in school. Maybe they felt as though that they lacked the skills to go and into the workplace. But here at National Training Center, or Agency, I'm sorry, this is exactly what we do. We prepare them for work.
Stania Davis, an assessment officer with the agency, worked closely with this group of 16 to 26-year-olds. Many lacked work experience but were eager to learn. This, she believes, is the start of a bright future for these youngsters.
They've been with us for the past 4 weeks, and let me tell you, it has been an experience. We have an amazing cohort.
Participants like Ashley Tilmy, Byron Knowles, and 17-year-old Derek Clear all agree the program is a useful tool for anyone trying to get a start.
What these programs did for me is just change my mindset to have a positive attitude when I go into the work field, and just to help my employer, my employee, and the people who I work with, just to have a better working experience.
Over these past few weeks, we've learned the basics to joining the workforce and what to do and what not to do.
Well, today, I've learned that maintaining goals is very important, as well as, communication skills. That is necessary for us butlers to have, and we have to be good at it for our clients.
On the Business Beat, I'm Corvell Pye.
The Bahamas Press Club joins in extending condolences to family members of its founding president, Darold Miller, who was found dead in his Minnie Street home Sunday. He was 69, in a career spanning more than 4 decades and including stints at the Nassau Guardian, JCN, and ZNS. Miller is credited with distinguishing himself as a top-notch journalist committed to excellence, be it reporting a story, calling election results, or guiding Bahamians through a hurricane. The club's president, Anthony Capron, says Darold Miller was a one-of-a-kind journalist who left a lasting imprint on Bahamian journalism. Marcellus Hall has a look at what's coming up in sports. Marcellus?
Coming up in sports for tonight, Eleuthera once again taking center stage in softball. Details ahead in sports.
Over a decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long, yet the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall. Softball taking center stage for us here to start things off, as in Eleuthera, where softball and the name of the island have gone hand in hand in the past. Well, that being said, the island once again considered the softball capital of the nation. giving us a glimpse of the ghost that once was a glorious and perhaps a hint of the future of the game on that island. Our Charles Fisher was there for all the excitement as they held an incredible tournament this past weekend. And here's a look at what exactly went down.
It was great to see softball in Eleuthera looking like the golden days when the island was once considered the softball capital of the Bahamas. What a show of talent with the Windermere Wonders and the Palmetto Point E&D Punishers, the top teams. They received their awards at the end of it all and happy to be crowned Eleuthera Softball Association champs. Team managers Philippa Kelly and Keyshawn Morley.
Absolutely amazing. We worked really hard throughout this entire season, and to come up as #1 is definitely an overwhelming feeling. So I'm really happy.
Just excited. Celebration still going to continue. I'm just glad that 2 of the titles of modified pitch was able to come south of Eleuthera, south of Savannah Song. Yeah, so just excited. I just want to commend the guys, commend the girls for the hard fight each and every night. We did our thing, and we showed out, and we represent South Eleuthera really well.
Wonders, first-time champs, and should be a proud bunch.
A lot of our players haven't played in a long time, but guess what? When I called, they showed up to the call. We have a very vibrant, strong team. Some of them are experienced. They've been in the field for a very long time, but they've been out sitting on the bench. But to see them come up to the plate right now and #1, we're really happy about it.
And speaking about coming up to the plate, the Punishers, just about everyone from 1 to 9 able to hit the ball out of the park. A sure show of strength. And yes, they were able to beat the top teams out of New Providence, not only once, but twice.
Every single day, every single night, we come out here and we play and we give our best. I just got one word to describe them as warriors. Warriors each and every night. No matter the situation, no matter if we down 10 starters, we come out each and every night and we play hard. And I think we deserve this. We deserve this, and we're going to celebrate the win along with the Windermere Wonders 2.0. We got to have a good time.
ESA President Brian Ninjanilli elated with the amount of young, raw talent on the island and excited about what's to come.
You see the talent of the girls we have there, and the young men, where all the talents one time ago was in the north. Now it's switched, like most of the good talent is in the south, where these guys play slow pitch and modified pitch now. They can play fast pitch because a few of them in Savannah Song are going to play the fast pitch game, and they're going to mix up with the 3 teams to see if we could get this league up and running.
Great weekend of softball and talent on display. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Martial arts making an appearance as Bahamas Karate hosted a tournament over the weekend at the Kendallizers Gym. Tournament in honor of visiting Shotogan instructor of more than 50 years, Yoshito Sato. Sean Smith, himself an instructor at Basai Karate, says the potential to get better is there.
It means a lot. It means a lot for them, especially having that international body come to us now. So now their training, with their competition is not only local anymore; it's now international, right? So I think that this is only going to grow and get better, and the martial arts in the Bahamas is going to get better as well.
And that's it. You look at sports for you here this Tuesday. Our Tuesday weather outlook just ahead. Stay with us.
It's time now for a weather check with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Basil?
Good evening, Royston. Milton continues its trek towards the west coast of the Florida Peninsula, and the latest coordinates puts it some 440 miles to the southwest of Tampa, Florida. It's now moving east-northeast at 10 miles per hour, but we anticipate a turn towards the northeast by tomorrow, an increase in forward speed, which will cause it to make landfall late tomorrow night, early Thursday morning on the west coast of the Florida Peninsula. Now, whether it hits the Tampa Tampa or to the south of Tampa is yet to be known, but certainly the core of those hurricane force winds will impact the west coast of Florida on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Now, as that system continues to trek towards the northeast, we expect some fluctuation in intensity over the next 24 hours, and by the time it makes landfall, could still be a very dangerous, powerful Category 3 hurricane as it moves inland. Some weakening is anticipated, but it wouldn't be until about Thursday before it emerged over the open waters of the Atlantic and to the north of the Bahamas. And this is where we in the Bahamas will experience the worst of it, if you can call it that. All we anticipate is periods of rain with occasional heavy downpours, which will result in flooding, particularly in low-lying areas. Winds will be gusty. We're looking at sustained winds between 20 and 30 knots for the greater part, and that will happen on Thursday with gusts up to tropical storm force winds at time. And it's going to race off towards the northeast, so by Friday, we will see some rapid clearing over the northwestern parts of our country. So nothing to be overly concerned with, save for the sustained winds of 20 to 35 knots and those persistent rains from the outer bands of Milton as it continues its northeastward trek. Now, temperatures around the Family of Islands tonight. Marsh, Abaco, they have 80 degrees as we speak, 78 degrees in Greentoe Key and also in Freeport, Grand Bahama. The Berry Islands, 83. Allenstown, Bimini at 85. Harper Island, 81 degrees. Roxanne, Eleuthera, 82 degrees. 82 also in Fresh Creek, Central Andros. 84 in Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rumkey. Georgetown, Exuma reporting 84 as well. Picking up 83 in Ryegate Island, Clarenstown, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Maguana, 84. Acklands, 84. Matthew-Town, Inagua, 80. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 84 degrees. And satellite pictures showing that well-defined eye of Milton, showing the intense core of wind around the center of that circulation, and it continues to pull away from the Yucatan Peninsula and taking that aim towards the west coast of Florida. But as you can see, we have some heavy cells are well ahead of that, and that will be approaching the Florida Peninsula later on tonight, and some of those showers will eventually move its way past the extreme northwestern parts of our country by tomorrow. And our forecast for tonight, we're looking at cloudy conditions becoming windier and humid with a couple of showers developing later on. Your low temperature tonight around 80 degrees. Tomorrow, this is how things will look. Some wind and rain, particularly from Hurricane Milton. 90 degrees for your high temperature tomorrow, despite the fact that we're going to have those heavy cloud cover and precipitation in the mix. It's going to be a still warm day. And as we look at our 7-day forecast, things will be pretty gray through Wednesday. Thursday, things start to clear up late in the afternoon. By Friday, we'll see lots of sunshine in our forecast. That will carry right through the weekend before the gray skies return on Monday. Bryson?
Thank you, Basil. Well, that does it for the Bahamas tonight at 11. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.
At the Office of the Prime Minister, I'm Devontae Hanno. This is ZNS.
With its exciting schedule of events and breathtaking attractions, it's no wonder that a new season's worth of cruise ship visitors are looking forward to 7 months of blissful travel to the Caribbean. As the newest edition of one of the globe's premier food festivals kicks off, there's still ample time to appreciate one of this region's signature landmarks. Top quality restaurants, tasty cuisine, and high-rated hotels are also part of this exciting package as we at Caribbean Passport prepare for another thrilling journey.
A whole year could not have gone by quickly enough for those looking forward to the latest edition of the Barbados Food and Rum Festival. Well, the first servings are being dished out, and the opening beats are being unleashed from the turntables. It's time to eat, drink, and party. The Barbados Food and Rum Festival 2024 is finally here as the latest edition of the Caribbean's premier culinary event comes off on the weekend of October 24th to the 27th. It's an occasion with something for everyone, thanks to its schedule of exciting cuisine and party-themed events. Not surprisingly, it has been referred to as the ultimate foodie dream weekend. Different launch events were staged, including once again in the Trinidad and Tobago market at the Humidor 868 in Woodbrook. Demonstrations given by the acclaimed and talented pairing of Barbadian chef Trevor Stout and mixologist Shane McLean represented an extra special sneak preview of what's in store for attendees from throughout the world who will be flooding into the culinary capital of the Caribbean this month.
We are the sommeliers of the cocktail world. So same way you prepare white wine or red wine with your meals, we prepare cocktails with your food. So once the chef prepares a meal, we actually decide, okay, if it's a lighter meat, we go with white rum. If it's a more red meat, we go with dark rum, bitch, for the tannins. So we start right there, and then we decide what flavors he's using and try to complement it. So let's say the chef used mango, I'm going to use rosemary. If you use cinnamon, I'm going to use guava, so we keep bouncing the flavors. So when you actually consume the food and sip the cocktails, there's a margin of flavors in your mouth.
We want to be as inclusive as possible. This is based on all budgets, all types of persons, all personalities alike. And we want to showcase essentially the amazing talent that Barbados holds. I'm really inviting the entire Caribbean. This is, again, an inclusive event. This is something that we all can come and bask in. You know, we want to take care of you. We want to pamper you in Barbados with our rum, first and foremost, our culture, our food, and our people. So come down, dip your foot in the sand, go in the water. You know, you can even do a nice catamaran or cruise, but come and spend some time with us and enjoy the Barbados Food and Rum Festival 2024.
A total of 29 Barbadian chefs and mixologists will be joined by international guests in the form of Wandele Mabaso, Rene Blackman and Michael O'Hare at the upcoming Barbados Food and Rum Festival, which will be celebrating its 13th anniversary with a full menu of exciting experiences in store for all. Traveling through the Caribbean has been a thrill for cruise ship passengers for decades, and one of the latest hotspots on the schedule is Trinidad and Tobago. With tours to notable attractions among the activities, visitors are again set to experience all the joys that this twin isle southern paradise has to offer.
Trinidad and Tobago's package of breathtaking sights and exciting activities has made it a one-of-a-kind destination. And as another cruise ship season for 2024 to 25 dawns, more visitors will be facing up to the exciting possibilities of a trip to TNT. This country's presence on the Southern Caribbean circuit has continued to increase with each passing year, and close